Yeah, we have.
Fuck bitches, get money. No, can we do that?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, I saw the red light go on and just get crazy.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Connect Realty podcast. We're shooting episode 19.
Wait, you just said this on your second guess.
Yeah, you're only our second guest, man.
How do you have 19 episodes? Is just two? Oh, is it just you guys doing things?
Yeah, we just talk.
What do you consider an episode? The real estate drops, where you're talking about the market shift and things that are going down? Is that?
No, we actually have 19 episodes that we put up on YouTube and on Spotify and.
Has this been a secret? You're not telling anybody or what? Huh?
I think we just wanted to like actually get started and then like get a little bit better at it. You know what I mean?
And how do you feel now? Episode 19.
I think we're still learning.
Yeah? Oh, please see. Bro, I have 400 and something, 50 episodes.
That's what we're trying to see, like, but you guys don't even count your episodes.
Nah.
It's just like...
It is what it is.
How many do you do a week? Wait. I guess we gotta stop first, right?
All right.
Let's introduce yourself.
Hi.
To our three viewers.
Hi, I'm Esteban Garcia III, alias Steve Garcia. Yes. A.K.A. Shams. A.K.A. Emo Brown. A lot of AKAs, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You hold a lot of titles?
No, I just one father. That's it. Yeah. Everything else is just lame ass shit that you do to pass the time when the kids are at school.
I have to say, you're probably like the busiest guy in Chula Vista, or like.
No, I've met some. Like yesterday, I sat down with. I have a podcast called the Emo Brown Podcast, and people cruise through that are homies, and we just kind of chop it up. Bobby Tribal came on yesterday.
Yeah, I watched the whole episode.
And when I have guests like that, I'll just sit back and be like, I ain't shit. Like, I'm not doing enough. Like, these
Another
guys.
one.
Yeah, enough, dude. This guy just kept dropping, like, accolade after accolade and just, like, a collaboration after collaboration. I'm like, I need to step it up. But then I'm like, I don't want to. That's it. Like, I do enough, bro. There's just so many hours in the day, and you sleep for a certain amount, and you work for a certain amount, and then you have responsibilities and priorities at home with the kids and the wife and the family. And then it's like, all right, now the businesses. And it's like, fuck, okay, now the podcast. And then it's like, I don't have any other time. That's it. Like, I have zero time, bro.
Three Punks.
Yes.
Elwood.
Yeah.
Emo Brown.
Yeah, and the Three Punk in Little Italy. So, I mean, it's all constantly churning, bro. Yeah. And it's going to go with or without me.
Yeah. And
is your daily life like on a set schedule, or do you just kind of...
Nah, my wife is always busting my balls because I don't have a set schedule. I don't have a calendar.
Bring up UPS, right?
UPS, yeah, UPS.
So you keep that job year round too?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been there for 10 years now, bro. It's been, it was a temporary opportunity to bridge the gap between my former life, which was in finance, banking, accounting, todo ese pedo, and then leaving there or being shown the door because I was doing too much with my side project, which was opening a brewery. And I said, damn, well, at that point I had two little kids, and I was like, I need to do something that's going to give me an opportunity to continue to provide for my family. And insurance, that was my main objective. Make sure I have some sort of insurance, health benefits, or something that would just like a little safety net, dog.
Yeah,
just
security.
Something. Way. So yeah, I did that. I was like, oh, we'll do this until the brewery opens. Nah, 10 years later, it's like, it's everything.
You can't let it go?
I can. It's hard. It's hard to let go because it's too easy to do.
Oh, okay.
You know, the hours are horrible. Like, I'm usually in early, and right now we're on the precipice of peak season. Yeah. And peak season is bananas at UPS. Is when all you motherfuckers be ordering stuff, things you don't need, bro. You need to order a new couch is what you need to do. But
that couch is on the way out. We're gonna donate it.
I'll take it. We'll use it at the warehouse. So right now it's on the brink of getting super duper busy. So yeah, I mean, there's gonna be bananas, but I enjoy it. I like that structure.
How long are you staying there? Is there like I'm getting out? Is there exit time?
I saw a dude that's been there for 35 years, and all he does now is re-tag, like put new labels on damaged goods or stuff. I'm like, shit,
so
I
you're
want
trying to get that job.
Yeah, but seniority is a big deal there. Like on the spectrum of like time frames at UPS, I'm still like on the lower third of seniority, and that's with 10 years. There's dudes in there, like I said, 35, 40 years. You know, there's not just, so you don't have to be a driver.
It's a good side hustle
or a great hustle. Like the role that I chose at UPS is working in the warehouse because it allows me the time to be done by 10, 11, and then be free to do what I got to do, which in the early on was develop the brand, develop the business, the model, the plan for the brewery, for the Three Punk Ales, to do that. And now that is kind of developed and I don't have to be as on it for that component anymore, then yeah, I can take a step back and it gave me free time to, okay, now well, let's do this bar and then do the same thing and apply that same method. Then we're like, okay, well, this is doing its thing. Let's take a step back. Oh, let me do a podcast. And then we did that. And then that took time. Yeah, it took time to kind of develop and create that method. And then, okay, now it is what it is. I like to do things until I have like a routine and it becomes just second nature. Yeah. And then I like to step back. ADD, fool, is crazy. It's a super, like it's like a super strength, or it could be a hindrance.
So are you putting a lot of time and effort into Little Italy now, or what's your
I need
project
to put
right
more.
Now? Is that what you're next?
In reality, my project is my family. Like, you know, like my boys are getting older. Yeah, they're getting older. They're 12, 10, and 7, and they're all very active, bro. They have, obviously, they're schooling, and then after that, they're all in Little League or travel ball. And, oh, wait, no mames, that's a lot on the plate to ask for them as little guys. They're at practice twice a week, tournaments on the weekend, games on the weekend. It's nonstop. And 3 of them, bro, the only day off we have, legit, Monday through Sunday, is Friday. Friday, they don't have practice. They don't have anything. But Saturday and Sunday, they have games. So I'm like, son of a... It's crazy.
When do you sleep, man?
I get to sleep by 8:30, 9. 8:30 or 9, I'm already in bed.
And then you're in UPS
up and at them by 2:30 to 3 in the morning, and then at work by like 3:30. Yeah.
With what seems like such a chaotic life and juggling so many things, would you say that...
It sounds chaotic to you, bro. It sounds chaotic to you because I feel like you're on the outside looking in at this crazy schedule. It's become very linear for me because I know where my next stop is already. Like, okay, now I do this. Okay, check mark, done. Okay, now this. Okay, check mark, done. My wife is always like on me about creating a lot of people are on me about creating a calendar because a lot of things slip through the cracks. But I feel like I'm taking care of most of them, you know? I knew I had to be here today.
Well, we appreciate
so, you know, I knew this was on the list. I was like, all right, I got to sneak in there, handle this.
I think it's like we're honored to have you here.
I know you don't speak Spanish. That means, in British, that means, take it down a notch, homie. Relax.
No, really. Like, you're probably one of the most known podcasters in San Diego.
No say away.
I mean, yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
And we're just getting started at this, so to have you on and have your presence.
This is the fun part, dog. This is the fun part, because you haven't really put yourself in a box. Like, it's all 3 of you always?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
But only one guy has a mic.
One of us is
What a bully, homie.
No, the mic's for everybody. Actually, we went to Best Buy and we bought everything that they had. So we had to go back and buy another mic.
How do you like the setup? This is pretty sick, dude.
It works for right now, I think.
For right, bro, I'm telling you. I still use that one. We have 2 of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you need. If you just want to be like an audio only podcast, you guys have everything you need to be top tier.
Yeah, we gotta work on the video.
The video comes when the video comes. Don't force it. If it's not there, it's not there. The one thing that you'll realize, it doesn't matter what equipment you have, is just be consistent. Yeah. Set yourself up on a calendar that for this. Forget your businesses like
that
this.
That is it's something that we're learning and approaching, right? Because like we have people that are like, yeah, I want to do it, and they don't show up, and they cancel on you like the same day. I don't know if you have that going on, but I think you're.
I don't. No, fuck that. No. Like, can I cuss? Fuck shit. Yeah, I can say that. No, like I didn't have guests ever. This is new. Like the whole guest component is about a year at the most. Like 2 years. Like where it became legitimately a steady rotation of getting a guest every week. Before it was just we'd go on whenever and we'd do our thing, and it was like.
You guys had like a schedule, but then you would have random people show up.
Yeah, like who's upstairs? Because we started at the brewery, and then we in our office downstairs, the dungeon. Like it's super small, and I would just be up there, and I didn't need anybody like before. Like now I have my dude BJ. He holds it down for me. But before BJ, like I didn't need anybody. It was just me pushing that, set up a mic for somebody, and be like boop boop boop, and then just start doing it. Today at the brewery, we're offering this. Today at the Elwood, we're going to be doing happy hour all day. And then I said, hey, fool, you have a coffee shop. Come on, talk about your coffee shop. Yeah. Hey, well, we have lattes. Or, hey, you have a bar. You own a barber shop. Come on and talk about your barber shop. And that's kind of how it started.
Like you guys have recently, like, changed the formation of how you're filming and everything?
It's ever evolving, dude. We're going to tweak it tomorrow. Maybe today we're gonna get in the studio again and just completely retweak it because I don't like the layout. Aesthetics, for me, now that it's on camera, that's the only reason I started working now. And I was like, hey, no, mama, I can't be looking like that, talking shit to fools. And then I look all slobby. And so now it's like, I got to start like working out. Plus, wifey's always on me. She's like, you're 45 now, bro. we want you here longer.
Oh, it's good to have those goals.
Yeah. And so,
I think that's one of the things our podcast is about. Is like we talk about our goals and what we're accomplishing.
What is the goal with the podcast?
With the podcast is community, right? That's one of the biggest aspects of our business, and like how that we're trying to tap in as a real estate company into the community. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like just if you say you're
trying to sell houses, huh?
No,
they're not.
I mean, we are trying to sell houses, yeah. But I feel like that's like the wrong vibe that a lot of real estate agents get. Yeah, because nobody likes talking to a salesman, right? So like go knock on your door.
But people like listening to salesmen.
I don't think so.
No. I'm here. I like every time you pitch something.
No. How many podcast episodes have you watched?
Now, honestly, dude, like I don't watch any. I listen to like 3 a day, 3 or 4 a day. Watching it, that takes like a thing where you got to sit down and be like, okay, now I'm watching one.
I watched your whole episode on the
luxurious lifestyle.
On the Stairmaster.
Oh no, okay, better luck.
Yeah. I like watching the video because you could get to see like kind of what's going on and stuff. But I keep up with yours. I keep up with.
Appreciate it. Yeah. What other ones do you listen to?
I listen to sometimes some Joe Rogan. Throw that in there, or I mean, there's like some real estate ones.
There's a market for real estate podcasts. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, because I know you guys are crazy with your social media, bro. Like not you in general. I mean, you guys as an industry, you guys go outlandish on your videos and the way you create reels and memes just to like try to capture attention.
I guess we have to, right? Like just keeping up with what's going on.
So if real estate agent number 1 does it, everybody else feels like, oh, it worked for him. Let's jump in and do it.
That, or you just want to stay top of mind.
Yeah,
right? And there's so many real estate agents that like whoever's putting out the newest or funniest, or you're just able to connect with authentically. Then that's a person that maybe you'll have a chance of working with.
Like if you made a funny reel, right? And do you think it hit like 500,000 views in like the first week or whatever, first month? Do you think like sales or leads would generate from that? Like
probably,
just simply by being there, huh?
Yeah, I think because you're in front of them. But I think when you make that kind of content, your hope is to connect with somebody, right? Like your hope is like to show some realness in your story. You know what I mean? And that's all we try to do, right? And what we do with the podcast is to be able to bring people in like you or Russ. We had Russ from Human Catalyst.
Human Catalyst, yeah. Damn, I still haven't been able to nail down Russ, bro. Look at you. You're already doing the thing.
But more so like, bringing people in from the community that are real and authentic, right? Like we want to have you on because you could give us some pointers, but also you have a huge audience, right? And, we have our turkey drive coming up. We have to do that.
Fool. How's that going?
It's good. We have about $500 of donations so far. This is our 7th year doing that.
You guys are real consistent with that. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. Of one thing that I truly look to you and your team is that you guys are heavy in the community, man. I think that's sick. That's pretty cool.
And we have to be, right?
Yeah.
And not just because of we do real estate, but because that's one of the pillars of this company of Connect Realty, right? We're a San Diego born, bred, raised, and that's the
way I see it is like if we're making a living by doing something in the community, then it's our responsibility to give back to the same community in which we're operating from. And you guys are doing it, and that's we have our Thanksgiving gratitude ride coming up. We were just talking about it yesterday. So we're gonna ride from the brewery to tribal headquarters, and from tribal headquarters go to Bottle Rocket and get a couple of drinks, food, and then pedal back down here to the brewery. But along the way, we're collabing with Tribal and with Silk Cloud, and we're gonna make a shirt, like a nice little collab shirt, and sell that shirt. Sell that shirt for what, $25, $30, and all the proceeds from there. That's what we do to donate it to a local elementary school. Like last year, we donated it to John J. Montgomery, and we're able to send our whole 6th grade camp, the whole 6th grade class to 6th grade camp. So that is what the goal is again this year, is to make sure we raise enough funds and donations and sponsors that we can push and make enough money to send another school who's in need. Like there's a lot of schools that, dude, they have no funding. They have like zero monies to do anything. So some schools, elementary schools, don't even have like a PTA. They don't have active family members involved because sometimes there's not family members available to be involved. Sometimes they're just always working. There's students in elementary school who live in a car right outside of the school.
Yeah.
Like that's a trip. We're in Chula Vista. you think of us as a big burgeoning city, second largest in the county of San Diego, with like the most expensive real estate project going on the Bayfront. Yet there's still like families living in cars, going to school, scratching, trying to make ends meet, and it's like the math doesn't math, dog. Yeah. It's just not adding up. So we want to do what we can on the smallest of scales, dog, is make sure a 6th grade kid has the opportunity to go enjoy 6th grade camp. It was a memorable time. I don't know if you remember 6th grade camp, but I mean, I had a blast.
Yeah, for sure. It was a good time. And I think, you know, when you see that stuff that, you know, there's definitely need of help in the community, like I don't know, I'm pulled in, like, how could I help more? How could I help more? How could I do more?
It's infectious, bro.
Yeah, and doing the turkey drive over the last 7 years, it's just like, man, like, we can't get enough turkeys. We could give them out, but like everybody will take them. You know what I mean? Like literally, last year we gave out 225.
And you keep growing every year you do it, or what?
Well, the year before was 300, but last year was inflation, the cost of turkeys. I don't know something. Turkeys. But everybody, like all of them were gone, right? And then the year before we did 307. I think we gave you guys like 50 or 60.
Yeah, we gave them to a church in Tijuas, bro. Like last minute, somebody reached out to us. They heard of it somewhere. They're like, we heard you guys have turkeys. And there was like a shelter from TJ and like a church group. And we're like, yeah, come through the warehouse, pick up the turkeys and take them with you. So we were like,
didn't you guys like make baskets?
We made baskets. We did a lot of like actual, like a whole meal, a whole Thanksgiving meal. We were just giving those away. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, whatever we could do to give our part back, right? Sometimes we give them to churches. Or, you know, we give them to Father Joe's. We give them to you guys. We give them to Homes for Hope, you know, different organizations.
It'll always find a home.
But like literally the last, I would say 3 years, we just set up down there at Soldier Point, and people are just line up and pick them up.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very rewarding. And then right off of that, we do a toy drive too. So, you know, always one of our pillars is going to be community and giving back. So, you know, being able to, you know, help us spread the word on that.
Whatever you need, bro. You know? Yeah, like I'm always there. That's the easy part. Sharing a post.
Yeah.
You know, and like it's a big deal. Like when I post something and then I see somebody, they're like, oh, let's see if this fool likes it or shares it, and they do. I'm like, oh, that's sick. You know, it's such a small, minuscule thing to do, but it carries a lot of weight when like people in their circle get to see it and in turn share it, and then it's just like the network slowly kind of keeps growing, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, a lot of people know about this now. That's awesome. So I mean, that's always the goal, dude. You don't need it. It doesn't always have to be monetary. It doesn't always have to be, you know, me showing up or somebody showing up and helping out. It could be just a simple share.
Yeah.
Or a simple like, hey, I talked to such and such, and he told me about such and such project. Can we do this? And boom, boom. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, how do I get their number? And then boom, 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 boom. It just kind of goes from there.
Yeah, and you've done that a couple of times.
Yeah, man. I'm
a
hoe, fool. Whatever you need from me, I'll do that.
You're definitely
That's
Connect.
easy.
You're a Connect in our Connect family. We appreciate you for that. And it's crazy because I was listening to your podcast, you know, talking about, you know, San Diego likes to collaborate. Yeah. And that's literally what we're trying to do, right? Collaborate with as many businesses, as many business owners, people that can help out, you know, and even people that need help, like reach out to us. We'll get you a turkey for.
Do people do that? Do people actually like step up and say, "Hey, I need help"? Like,
yeah,
that's awesome.
People, and then we have people like nominate people, like, "Hey, this is family I know," you know, and then we'll go take them a turkey to their house, you know.
Really?
Yeah, and really, it's like when you're doing that, you're not thinking about selling them a house.
No,
right?
yeah.
You know, our hearts are really truly in it, you know, and it's part.
But if a home sale happens to come from it, you're not gonna say no.
I mean,
look at my boy over there. He's like, damn, I wish more home sales came from that.
I mean, I think really like karma is a thing, right?
It is, yeah. Like, look, man, I was a weenie growing up. I was an asshole. Like, I talked a lot of shit to a lot of people, and I was this and I was that. But as soon as I had kids, I feel like something like inside of me said, somebody can do that to your kids, fool. And I'm like, oh man, I don't want that. So I went out of my way to like just try to like be better than because it's not so much that I'm asshole. I just don't like talking to people. I'm in my own little world, and I just like to do my thing. That changes when you have a business, bro.
Yeah.
And whether you like it or not, you're kind of like, people want to talk to you. People want to see what you're about. People want to pick your brain. People just want a little bit of your time.
Your image, right? You have to carry that, whatever the image of your company is.
And that with the kids changed me. I was like, nah, you know what? Let's use this platform for something good. Let's raise awareness. And it doesn't actually mean I have to go out and do something. It just means that I can take that opportunity and share it with other people and be like, maybe you have something that you can offer to this situation. Maybe you can know a group of people that can help remove the weeds or help with the gardening, clean up the landscape, paint a house, replace whatever, like that for me, that made me feel better. Like doing good in the hood is something we really use, and it's not that clever, but it's a true statement. Like, if you do good in the hood, you feel good. If you do good shit, you just feel good about it. I'm like, oh, nice, I did that because I thought it was cool and it felt good and I didn't want anything in return.
Yeah, it's dope. I mean, the whole emo brown, what you guys do, and across the board, everything is awesome.
You are emo brown, fool.
I am.
Stop crying.
I haven't got my new card though.
No? Did you lose the old one?
I think I have it still. I don't.
Oh, you want a new one? You want two?
I thought you were sending out new cards
for people who don't have one.
Okay.
This guy, looking greedy over here, homie. If you need another one, I got you, dog. Shit.
I want the new one with the QR code.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yours doesn't have the QR code?
No.
Oh man.
The old one.
Yeah, you've seen some videos of people that use those cards for menacing acts, bro. It's crazy. I'll have to share them with you. People are nuts.
But we've had fun time. We sponsored the golf tournament.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. the golf tournament this year.
Yeah.
It was just too expensive and not in Chula Vista anymore. So it was just gonna be really difficult to pull off. So we had to pull the plug on that one before.
Coming back?
We're gonna want to do it again, but we want to literally regroup it and make it more us. I feel like moving to East County was a big ask for the people that support us. The cost of moving to East County increased, so throwing that new price tag on the foursomes, on the event, on everything, it was just it made it even more hard.
And I think this year in general, just for like financials for all across the board, is hard for people. Right?
Oh yeah, man.
Talking about real estate, like going back into a real estate idea, it's like we're in the second year of the lowest sales ever recorded in San Diego. Right?
Really?
So 2 years back to back, lowest sales ever. People are not buying houses.
What do we attribute that to? People not buying houses, or
affordability,
or maybe is there no longer a surplus of homes on the market, or?
No, it's definitely interest rate. Right?
Okay.
It's affordability. It's the cost of actually being able to buy. Right?
Okay.
So people are just choosing not to.
How much does it cost to buy a house here in Chula Vista now?
Like a monthly fee, or
Like a property value. Like how much? How much? If I'm buying 800. Okay.
800, 850.
Yeah,
Right?
right around 8, yeah.
Really? Damn.
Like if
Fool.
you get
Here on the
something
west side of Chula Vista?
If you get something under 800, you're probably getting a deal or a fixer house.
Dog, the house that I'm at now, we got it in the year 2000 for $340,000 roughly, and it's one of those houses. It's the house in the front, and instead of the people who built it, instead of having like a big backyard, they decided to build apartments like on top of each other, so 2 units on top of each other. So I'm like, we looked at when we got this house, man. Because
so you have renters in back.
Yeah. So I mean, it was kind of
people,
No. We have a property manager that does that.
Hands off.
Nah, man. Oh, I have a leak in my truck. Hope you know somebody can fix it. What do you want from me?
We're adding property management to our portfolio.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. Yeah, I think my family, because they all use the same property manager. So there you go. Sell me, motherfucker.
I know you have a lot of real estate friends. We're not here to jump in and take.
They don't offer a property management though, or maybe they do.
But yeah, we're always here to help in any realm of real estate.
There's enough for everybody, bro.
I always tell you, right? Collaborate, don't hate.
Everybody can eat, man. There's enough. I mean, I just heard you say that is the lowest in 2 years, but even then, you'd be surprised. I think everyone's at top.
You see how many people are leaving real estate. There's a lot of people.
Oh, really?
Leaving. Yeah.
Well, it's not a part-time job.
So I think we went from like 20,000 agents down to like 7,000.
They went to OnlyFans, or what they do?
Yeah.
You know if you want. Yeah. Look into your mind's eye. You're like, oh shit, yep, they did.
Like, oh, it's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, got those toes.
Only
going.
feet, bro.
Only feet.
Nah, buying a house that's probably the biggest investment any family will ever make. Like the biggest.
So you're a believer
bro.
in home ownership?
I mean, I don't think it's a believer. You need to. There's some
people are like, no, I'll never buy a house. I'm a renter.
Why? What is that mentality?
Ask this guy. That's like the young age mentality, right? Like renting is.
You're 19?
Yeah, just turned 20.
Oh, perdón. I'm 20 and a half.
He just turned 20, but he closes for his deal before he turned 20, 19 years old.
Look at you.
But looking back at a question that you had asked earlier about why I think like it's been the second year consecutive lowest home sales, I think a lot of it has to do with the stigma around it. I think there's like a big story about how buying a house in this generation is just plain and simple difficult.
Okay.
So no one really bats an eye to it. I feel like, in my personal opinion, especially at my age, no one's really thinking about buying a home because it seems impossible from my perspective. So
But
I think that's kind
feel
of
like
what
there's
it is.
also like this whole generation of people that just want to rent because they feel like that's freedom, right?
Yeah. I don't want to
could
be
just
locked
bounce
down
around,
anywhere. I
could
want to
go
do
live
this.
wherever I want, and now that you could work wherever you want, it's like you're not stuck here.
I mean,
But-
it's whatever works for everyone's different. Everyone has a different set of priorities and goals. If they don't want to own a home, then they don't want, you know?
Yeah, I think what you're doing though is you're cutting yourself off from building wealth, right? If you never own a home, then you better be investing somewhere heavily because when you own a home, you're investing into yourself.
Damn,
right?
you sound angry that somebody doesn't want to buy a house, fool.
I personally
Jeez.
believe in home ownership
Yeah.
as a way to grow wealth.
It's the best way to grow wealth, you know? I mean, there's a limited supply of property.
Yeah.
Once it's gone, it's gone. You can't keep, expanding this map.
Well, also, you're constantly paying yourself back, right? Whether that's through equity growth, appreciation, or just paying your payment every month, right? You're paying down the loan. Right?
Like, it's crazy. Okay, so I have 3 little kids, and our house once upon a time was big, and now our house is small now because these kids are getting bigger. So I would love to buy a house. So where I live, 3 blocks down the street, a house sold for $2.5 million, bro. And I'm like, how am I ever gonna save enough money to buy a $2.5 million home? 2 blocks from where I live, I see families every morning because I leave early, dude. I leave early to work. It's like super duper dark and early. I see families sleeping in their car. Like, this is a crazy world where there's a $2.5 million home that just sold, but just a couple blocks on the street, there's a family living in their car. Yeah. There's wifey and me trying to raise our family. Like, we're running out of real estate within our house. Like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We've already expanded this property once. Like, we can't keep expanding it. At some point, we're gonna have to get serious about purchasing a home. Then you look at the prices, and I'm like, I can't buy a fucking house, bro. Every house here in Chula Vista is $1 million. And when I was little, in the late 1900s, it said $1 million home looks different than what $1 million home is now.
Now everything in San Diego is $1 million.
I look at $1 million home now, and I'm like, no mames, bro. I wanted like an indoor pool, like with the underground canals running through the house. You don't get that? I mean, yeah, you get 1.5 bathrooms now, dude.
6-car garage.
See, so I'm like, what are we gonna do? Yeah, but wifey like really wants to like get another house. I'm like, all
Will
right.
you guys own another house?
So now the way it works is like our family. There's like a family trust, and like the houses are in there. You know,
okay.
so like this is where I'm at now. I had to sell our home in Rolling. Now where do we live? San Miguel Ranch. When I opened the brewery, I had to sell our home there.
Okay.
Biggest mistake I ever did. It was needed at the time, but now I look back, I'm like, son of a bitch.
I can't buy that house back.
You can. I bought that house and this is at the peak of when prices was horrible. It was in 2005, and it was right before the drop. It was in 2005, and the house was $420,000, and I sold it for probably less than $500,000, but just barely. And then you look back now, and they're $800,000. I'm like, motherfucker, $900,000. So it just hurts just looking at that, but. The opportunity cost of opening a brewery and doing what I had to do on the west side, unfortunately, was to let that property leave the family.
And that pays the bills now, right? So I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a lot nicer to have that house. Yeah, I mean, you live here, you learn. If I would have figured out a way, if possible, to do it without having to get rid of that property. I'll never get rid of a property again unless we absolutely have to, and our hand is forced to do that. But that was dumb.
I guess that's a smart way of thinking about going about real estate, right? If you could keep the house, do anything possible to do it, right?
Yeah.
And that's something that we preach here too. Like, we're not just trying to like, hey, sell the house, we could buy another house real quick. I think our job as agents is to educate more than sell, right? And I feel like that's what gives real estate agents a bad name, is because they're only about sell, right? And then when you have authentic people that care about your community, that's what we're trying to do, break down the barriers, educate people in order to feel comfortable where, we're not just trying to sell your house and get you into another house. We're trying to help you build wealth, or help you educate yourself on how to build.
You don't want a one-time sell. You want to keep them in the community and be like repeat customer shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here and doing real estate until I'm 80 years old or something. So.
Where did this come from? Is this like a family business?
No.
Anyone in your family in real estate, or
Nobody.
did you? No.
Nobody.
What about you guys? Anybody know? Just on your guys' own? You just did it. What brought you to real estate?
Didn't know what I wanted to do. I was doing property management full time, and then kind of fell into it. Got my license, and here we are.
Lucrative? Loving it?
Yeah, loving it.
Yeah?
Almost 10 years later.
Really?
Full time, yeah.
What's the average turnover now for real estate agents? You said a lot of them are mass exodus out of the real estate agent? Yeah.
2 years tops.
I don't think a lot of agents make it past the first year.
Really?
It's really bad. I mean, the average agent only sells like 5 houses a year.
That sounds like a lot, though, when you think about it. No, or am I tripping?
I mean, 5 houses a year, and your commission's like $10,000, like $50,000 a year.
Oh, okay.
You know?
So does the commission go up, obviously, on the price of the home?
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you're selling 5 multi-million-dollar houses or something.
Or you can sell one multi-millionaire already, like making some money?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you, there's not like.
I'm just trying to figure out how to make more doing less, bro. Like,
Yeah, we'll get you signed
so
up.
I need to
man,
find a home that's for sale for $80 million, you know? And then I'll just jump in and sell that home, and I'll be like,
Sell one.
here's my $800,000 for the year, sold that home, and chilling.
A good agent will always take care of the
Yeah.
referral partners, you know.
Neta. Oh, look at that, man. It's crazy because you say that everyone's leaving and maybe it's a struggle and back-to-back sales are down in San Diego for the first time. But then I'll go on social media and then I see like real estate agents posting that everyone is, top 1% in this, top 2% in that. How real is that shit? Is that for real?
I mean, is it easier to make you top 1% when there's no sales?
Yeah. Damn, so everyone gets a participation trophy now, or what?
I mean, that's how it feels like.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't know. It's definitely hard out there, right? Like, if you're a producing agent, good for you. You know what I mean? But
Are there real producing agents out there still?
There's definitely agents that produce more than others.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, I think it all depends on, like, you know, your time in the market, or as an agent, your network, you know, and how many people you've helped, and then, you know, keeping that ball rolling.
Okay.
Right? And the time and effort you put in, right? Because there's a lot of agents too that are just posting on social media, and then are they actually working or closing deals, or, you know? So doing the work, like actually getting out there, showing homes, helping families, you know.
Look at you, so wholesome in your answers. Hell
Like, it's the truth.
yeah.
It's like, and you know, now here at Connect that we have 11 agents, you know, trying to teach these
Congrats,
guys,
bro. That's awesome.
doing the same thing. You know, our goal, we really want to get an office again, and you know, start building up again. So
Is that necessary?
I don't think it's necessary.
Right?
No, I mean, we perform out of this.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes I always tell like everybody who's always asking me for anything, I'm like, less is more, dude. Like literally, less is more. Why have to pay more overhead when you can yield the same results or more by providing less on your side?
I think it's definitely part of it is image, right? Like you said, like
Yeah,
people
I get you.
posting
Yeah,
this
for
and
sure.
that, right? Attraction. We want to have more people walking through the door, or having more visibility. You know, I would love to get a spot in downtown Third again, and you know, being able just to have a place where work and a cool spot where everybody could come and hang out. You know, and
Do it inside of a brewery.
right?
I'll sell you a brewery.
Is it for sale?
Yes, I'll sell it to you. You get in there and handle it.
No, I like the spot that was 2 spots down from me though. That 269 one used to be like.
What was it?
It's like an art studio at one
studio.
point.
Oh, that thing was a big
But
footprint though, right?
They
Or am
want
I tripping?
$7,000 a month for it.
Still?
Like,
That's got to
$7,000
change
a
soon,
month is
bro. I
crazy.
don't think so. Look, Third Avenue is awesome, but I don't think Third Avenue has that same allure that it did 5 years ago or pre-pandemic or after
do you
pandemic.
think like what they're doing in the Bayfront is gonna change it like again? Like
My hope is that it is. The Gaylord property people are always on the block, and they do a great job of kind of like reaching out and trying to connect with the business owners. They've been to the brewery a few times to set up either private tastings or just provide a happy hour to their staff or people who are involved with the build out. So they're doing the right thing by injecting themselves into the narrative of, hey, we are Chula Vista, or we are this community and that. So they're killing it. But my hope is that it actually does trickle down to us. You know?
I think it is.
Yeah.
And I mean that's why like I bought a house here. You know, I'm invested in Chula Vista. I believe in it. I think it's gonna change a lot because not only that development, it's also, you know, other residences they're bringing with the 11 other towers. You know, it's gonna be crazy.
Are we built for that growth that fast?
I mean,
Devil's advocate. I'm a big fan. I want it to happen.
We better be
Yeah.
prepared. And then, like, if you drive down H, like, how many buildings are closed right
Yeah,
there? It's
see,
crazy.
that's the thing. Is the yin and the yang. It's like somebody's bringing in this new shiny toy, and it's like, dude, this is the toy that's gonna make everyone else want to fix their toys up. But then there's a lot of toys to fix up on Broadway. You know, there's a lot of toys to fix up on Third Avenue.
I think the thing is, like, people speculating these crazy numbers and everything, and then they're like, okay, well, this is gonna come in, so I know I could get this number, and I'm just gonna hold out until I get it, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen some of that.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, because you have a pad. What is it? Was it close to J Street?
Yeah.
I think you've told me it's down there. Oaklawn. It's on one of the lawns. Those are gonna see immediate impact, for better, for worse. It's gonna be an impact. Something, whether it's traffic leaving or going in. Because think about it, there's only one way to get in there, through a major, like,
two.
Through a major off. You know, it's like, oh shit, like that's it. It turns into IB. How's IB on Fridays? People are trying to get in or people are trying to get out. It's just it's overwhelming.
It's 45 minutes.
Yeah, so it's almost like logistically, are we ready for something? And it's coming, whether we're ready or not. Summer 2025, like it's gonna be here. I have a bar on Broadway in Jay, bro. Like that's the first bar you're gonna see leaving that whole area, that whole resort, that whole complex. So I'm happy for that. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like there's gonna be traffic. And then we'll see. Like where do these new jobs go to? Like, is there already a deal in place with the higher ups saying, nah, we're gonna outsource all these jobs and bring our people in and bring or are they gonna give an opportunity for the community to fill these roles?
You know what's crazy? I heard like they already have events booked out all of next year. Like the convention center taking up, rooms sold, like crazy stuff.
And again, that is all commerce coming the way of West Chula Vista.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. You know, again, I'm for it, but I was always ask questions. All right, cool. What are the negative sides of this? You know, everybody seems to be real high on all the positives that are going to be coming. Yeah, but what about those little communities?
It's impossible to eat at Tacos El Gordo.
Yeah, bro, it already
you can't eat there already.
Is. And then freaking El Pinche Canelo has been taking 3 years to open his taco shop on Broadway. It's like, come on.
I mean, there's definitely room for growth in the economic aspect of it, right? Like we said, you drive down H. What's the restaurant used to be right there? It's completely closed up on the left side. By where the Jack in the Box is before you hit Broadway. It's like all boarded up.
No, I don't know. There's a few of those, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few of those. A lot of businesses the brewing industry is struggling. Like every week, sometimes more than once a week, you'll see such and such brewery up for sale. Such and such brewery no longer going to be operational. Is
that because of competition?
No. And this is a unique industry where Third Avenue is a perfect example, where you have multiple options to go and have a drink, you know, a bite, hang out at an establishment. It brings more feet to the block. That's awesome because it's an opportunity for us to sell our brand to eyes that have never seen what we do. Mm-hmm. And it's like, all right, cool. So the more the merrier, you know, in this industry. But what I think the biggest the biggest obstacle have dealt to the brewing industry is just the cost of operation. Whether it's the overhead with the rent, the lease, the actual infrastructure of the building, the components needed to operate, whether it's stainless steel vessels, the brew house, fermenters, all of that, like the cost keeps going up, or it's just buying, you know, raw materials. Mm-hmm. The cost of goods has gone up on hops, on yeast, on water, on grain, on everything, man. And then it's like, for sure. And beer is beer, and it's very like narrow-minded statement to make that, but in reality, San Diego, you are already expected to make a certain quality of beer. Mm-hmm. If you're coming to the table and you're not making quality beer, the table will let you know, it's like, bro, you can't sit here. Like, there is a certain level of expectation and quality that we provide in San Diego in the brewing industry. And if you don't fit that, you kind of get ostracized. Everybody's kind of like, I don't want to hang out with those guys, you know, like shit like that. So then it becomes, okay, so am I selling beer or am I selling a brand? Am I selling a brand or, you know, am I selling quality? You're selling all those things, bro. So, I mean, unfortunately and fortunately, social media is what brings people in. Yeah. Word of mouth is what brings people in.
You have to build a community within your bar, too, right? Like, not just selling beer. At some point, you're building community and having a following.
And that's where Emo Brown came in. Yeah. I was like, we got to do something that will give us an opportunity to promote what we're doing for all of the spots and the homie spots. So I said, hey, Bottle Rocket, come on in, Elias. Talk about what you guys do at Bottle Rocket. Boom. Blah, 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 blah. Ron, come on in. Talk about what you do at the Grindhouse. Okay, boom. Pop, pop, pop. Next week, I have the guys from Brujeria. They're new. They're from LA, and they came down. They just opened. And I reached out. I was like, cruise down, bro. Like, come on the podcast and shoot your shot. Him being busy is a positive for everyone else on the block. Him being not busy, I'm not saying they are or they're not. I'm just using that as an example. Them being not busy is a reflection on the block. And it's kind of like, we can't have that. So I want everybody on the block to succeed, because if a rising tide floats all boats, bro. It doesn't matter, you know. Like if bar A is killing it, simply by victim of circumstance, bar B is gonna catch some of that positive residual right there, you know. So we need all the people, just as a microcosm. Like, we need everybody on Third Avenue to be killing it. Yeah. So that's where I feel like Emo Brown, the podcast, helps in a sense. Is like, this is the platform we have. And the people and the demographic that this podcast reaches, majority of it is Chula Vista, West Side, San Diego, South San Diego, Southern California, boop, 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 Mexican, minority, you know, so it's 35 to 50, the age grade. So it's like, oh shit, these are all like my contemporaries, people that they look like me, operate like me, are raising a family like me, have the similar needs as me. So it's like, come on, talk about what you're doing, and people will listen. And then the card that we created, the Emo Brown Social Club card, is just a further way to deepen that relationship with people within our crew of the Emo Brown Social Club members, which you can become a member at emobrown.com, by all means. You get a cool card and those discounts everywhere. Like, you get to go experience places that maybe you've never been to before. It's like, you know, like, we're going to go do our gratitude ride at Tribal. Tribal is a big supporter and sponsor of what I do in all aspects. So it's like, we're going to take our bike ride over there. Boom, they're going to open up their store, the lower left. Everybody who is a card carrying member gets 20% off discount on Tribal merch. That's a big deal, because all of a sudden you're tapping into like what Tribal is all about. You know, it's like, and Tribal's huge. You know, I love the way they interact with their demographic. After that, we're going to ride to Bottle Rocket. You have your card, you get your discount there too. So, I mean, discounts vary. People, like, we give $5 beers to members. Bro, where else can you get a $5 beer?
Nowhere.
Beers are like $8, $7 on a good day. Yeah. Happy hour, oh, we'll give you one for $6. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for us, if you're a member, and I tell this, I was like, only card carriers, and they got to collect that card. If that card isn't here, then there's no discount. You got to bring your card. And it becomes like, oh shit, I got to bring my card. Go to Ron, get some coffee. Go to the Dame Mas Cafeína next door and get some coffee. Slowly, like, that network grows, and it's all for one and one for all type of mentality, you know?
Yeah, I love the card idea. It's awesome. I mean,
don't use it for drugs.
You try it.
You could. I'm sure you're gonna try videos, but still, don't. Come on, it's a family card.
I lost my train of thought. I forgot what was.
Got to work on that, bro. If you're gonna podcast, fool, you better step your game up.
Yeah, you're such a quick talker. Like, I gotta.
ADD, man. ADD. I'm telling you.
I think that's why I like the whole podcast, because it's a new challenge for me. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not. Awesome. I'm not like a throw myself out there speaker, so it's been like a lot of, you know, talking and really like actually just talking with these guys, getting to know them better, and like talking about the market and, like, you know, your knowledge.
It's great practice, bro. Yeah, I hate talking to people. Like, this was this because
you can't tell.
Well, maybe now. Well, oh, bro, here's the thing, and I tell wifey knows, but I tell some of the homies, like,
is it the podcast that helped you out?
Yeah,
get out of your shell.
Yeah, it's my therapy. Like, because I'm not talking, I don't see people who are listening to us. Yeah. I see you. You're here, we're hanging out, I'm talking to you, so it's the same shit. Yeah. But as soon as I'm at it, I'm just like, oh, I'm just kind of like, what's it called? I'm an introvert, bro.
No,
yeah. Like, if I'm amongst people,
you're not. I've been out with you.
If I'm amongst people that I know, yeah, like, I'm cool and I'm like out there.
How about being behind the bar? Like, that kind of opens you up too.
Yeah, well, you have to. There, you're on stage. That's why I tell people, it's like, you're on stage, bro. You might have drama at home, you might drama in your personal life, but when you're on stage, you got to leave that off stage. Yeah, people don't. Some people do, but not everybody wants to hear about fucking what you're going through, you know? Because they, in turn, kind of want to tell you what they're going through. Hey, let me get a needle in the hay. Oh, you know what sucks, bro? And they'll try to get into it and, like, start, like, dumping their issues. Like, you are. As a bartender, you are a therapist. It's crazy. And bartenders keep a lot of secrets, fool. So tip well, because God forbid you piss. God forbid you piss off your bartender.
So you're doing the bartending still 2 days a week?
I'm only at the brewery, because I don't know how to fucking make a cocktail. I can drink a cocktail, but I can't make a cocktail. I'm there definitely on Thursdays, and I'd love to be there Thursday and Friday. One, it's great for payroll coverage. Like, I automatically knock out 4 shifts for payroll, and I don't have to worry about that, because overhead is expensive. Everything is pricey. 2, it gives me an opportunity to meet with the regulars and the people that are coming in, and
build community.
Yeah, who is better suited to build your brand and talk about the brand than the guy who actually started the brand? You know, it's like, people want to know, tell me about your real estate agent. Tell me about Connect. And like, oh, boom, and then you just jump into it, because there's nobody better suited to talk about it than you. Same with the brewery. People like, want to talk to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, please don't talk
You're
to me.
famous,
Let me just give you a beer, and then it's like,
I think you're like the second famous person I know in Chula Vista. Number one being Willie, obviously.
hey,
He's
shoot
a
you
mayor,
Willie, bro.
bro.
He's a mayor, self-appointed, but still, it's something,
Self-appointed
bro.
mayor.
Hey, when did that guy start wearing cowboy hats?
He's been, I guess.
Since when?
Since you went to Austin.
Damn, like a year then?
We've been trying to have him on the podcast, and he doesn't even answer me when I ask him.
Why?
I don't know. He doesn't like. I think he doesn't like the interaction or doesn't like
What?
the filming.
None of us do.
But he's also busy, so I.
Oh,
I
he's
give
the
him
one
that.
that's busy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the
I told
busy
you,
guy.
the most popular.
He's fucking busy guy, man. Beachy Willie.
Willie, if you hear this, we'd love to have you on the podcast. You know?
Nah, Willie. We wouldn't. Nah, he's sensitive, bro. How do you deal with him? He's a sensitive guy. I can't bust his balls like I do everyone else.
He's
like, hey, dog, come on. Come on, what are you doing, bro? Yeah, I love you.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of why we're doing the podcast too, right? To break down barriers. You know, a lot of people don't want to, or simply don't want to reach out to agents or real estate agents, right? We want to just become, hey, we're just regular guys, right? We're just here talking.
There's a stigma, fool. It's like the used car salesman stigma. It's like, this fool doesn't want to really better my life. He just wants to sell me this last car on the lot, you know? There's a stigma. You guys, obviously, you're selling something different.
Yeah.
You're selling the future. You're selling generational wealth. You're selling an opportunity to kind of like pass this down to people. But still, it's like, we're afraid of what we don't know.
Yeah, and I think, well, you know, just from starting Connect, like, we've never been like that company that's, you know, suited up. And we want to be, you know, able to approachable.
Maybe work on the dressing up a little bit, though. Maybe that, you know, is the thing
we want to be approachable. We want to be real, right?
I don't know. My boy over here, he's got that style. He's sabe.
Yeah, 20 years old, man. He's fresh.
Imagine, what were you doing when you were 20? Were you selling homes yet?
No, I wasn't. I was cutting grass. I was running a landscape.
You had a maintenance company, a landscape maintenance?
My uncle did, and I ran it,
Yeah?
And that's when I was like, man, I better do something with my life.
Yeah.
Right? So I went back to school.
Where'd you go?
I went to Southwestern and SDSU.
Nice, bro. And you graduated what degree or what?
Business.
Look at you. Did you require that from your people that you're trying to nurture and grow within your company to have some sort of educational background or no?
No, because I don't think it's needed.
No.
I feel like a lot of the time that I spent in school was probably just, I guess I can't say wasted because I put myself through it, right?
So you heard it here first. School is useless, according.
But I don't think, like, could be Carlos and be selling houses at 19. If I would have found my passion at 19, my whole life would have been different. I don't know if I would have been ready for it.
What do you like about selling houses, Carlos? What is it that motivates you and gets you excited about selling a home?
I guess initially I didn't really know what got me excited about selling a home, but getting my first sale done, I think it was just like the appreciation that you get from the client.
Yeah.
Just the ability to like guide someone and having kind of someone's trust in your hands and really nurturing that and like following it through, I guess you can say.
He's coming after your job, fool.
He's
coming after your job. Did these guys take you up to celebrate as soon as you sold that first house, or what happened when
I'm
you
still
closed the
waiting
deal?
for my tea time.
We're supposed to go play golf, but
Don't play golf with this guy.
This guy was gone and he left, so we haven't had a time. But we're gonna go out and play a round of golf.
So it's on average about 5 homes are sold per year per agent, roughly. Is that what you're saying? Like,
That's the average agent sells 5 homes a year.
do you guys have internal goals that you strive to accomplish, like on a quarterly basis? Like, hey, three homes a quarter.
Yeah. We have goals for the end of the year. You know,
Yeah.
so I need to close 4 more deals before the end of the year. I think Javi has 2 more to do, and Carlos has 2 more to do.
Killing it, dog.
Working on it.
Yeah? How long you been a real estate agent? You said 10 years?
Not quite 10 years, so 9 years.
Yeah. What makes you passionate about being a real estate agent?
It's that satisfaction you get of you know, earning people's trust and their gratitude after, you know, putting them into a home and not being sleazy about it. You know, we're not selling used cars out here and trying to make a quick buck, turn around and never see them again.
You want to build that retention.
The relationship.
Yeah. Look at you guys, bro. Does everyone have like special set of skills, like a baseball team? Like we got the starting pitcher, we got the middle relief, and we got the closer.
Pretty well stacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think all of us have the essential skills that are needed, and then, you know, learning a little bit more. Javi does a little bit more property management. He's also well versed in LA because that's where he grew up, so he knows all the area up there. And Carlos is just learning all of it, absorbing all of it.
He's in the best position. For real, man. You just get to be a sponge. Don't learn from the LA guy, dog. They'll just buy their way a championship.
Hey, he's in LA, but a Padres fan.
My ass, I don't believe that 1 second. I don't believe that 1 second.
He takes shit from us all the time.
No, and he's a good dude. I see him walking his dog, like less and less now.
He sees me pick up the shit.
Yeah,
That's why he says
as you
he's a good
should.
dude, yeah.
He's a good dude, bro. The former mayor, would walk by our pad, and her dog would poop on the front and the outside of our gate, like in that little strip of grass and landscape that nobody wants to take ownership for, and he pooped there, and then she left. And then my kid, it's like, Dad, she didn't pick up her dog's poop. And I was like, who? I was like, some lady. I was like, whatever, Papa. What it happens. And then she comes back again like another day. My son's like, Daddy, she's the one who does not pick up the poop after her dog. I was like, that's Mary. What's up, Mary? With it? She's like, no, look, I'm picking it up. I'm picking it up.
Call her out on it.
Yeah.
How's that been for you? I mean, your podcast, like, during these last months was kind of political.
Was it? Too political,
You
huh?
get political people on it?
Yeah, dude, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird, man.
You
'cause
like that or no?
I like talking to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then it's like, ooh, I have you on record saying some shit now. Some shit goes sideways, like, oh, what about when you said this,
Yeah.
Cesar Fernandez?
Yeah,
You know,
have
what
you on
about when
record?
you said this? You know, but nah. Politics is crazy, bro, because it's something that I'll speak for me. Like, I didn't give a crap about it. I didn't give a shit about it at all until I have a family, and now
Have a
they're
business here.
until they're in the Chula Vista Elementary School District, and that's very politically involved with who is on the board. You know, who's a member, who has a seat, and then it wasn't as important to me until we were homeowners, and then okay, what is this tax going? What is it going to be allocated to? How does that in turn help me? And blah blah blah. And then as a business owner, it's like, okay, these guys have the opportunity. Well, not the opportunity. These guys have the power to do something, put something in action that could potentially,
Mess your life up.
yeah, man. You know, let's talk about the patios that were removed. Somebody thought it was a great idea to remove the patios that we have on 3rd Avenue. Why? Who knows? Because they needed
Parking. Lot?
11 new spaces.
Yeah.
You know, 11 new spaces. Ours took two spaces. How much did it cost for an hour? $1, 25 cents. No, I think it was 25 cents to get half an hour.
Half
So
an hour.
50 cents would get you an hour, and it's operating from 9 to 6. All right, that is what 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 hours a day. Okay, 9 hours a day. What is that, dude? That's less than $10 a day in revenue for both parking spots.
Yeah.
So 10 times 7 is 70. Well, actually 6 to 7, you don't even count Sunday. So you get $60 revenue
And you guys
from
had
parking
to pay
spots.
fees.
We had to
have
pay
those out there.
for the actual build out, you know, and all
And
of that.
fees to have it out there too, right?
Always, bro. There's always fees. Running a business in California is
I guess
fee
they
friendly.
need parking, more parking. more
That's what
people.
I'm saying. It's like, so all of a sudden it's like, all right, it is what it is. But
Maybe the 2 extra parking spots sell 2 more beers in the.
yeah, crazy dog. It is what it is. But that's what I'm saying. That's when
So
politics
when you
became
do
important.
that, like people are reaching out to you to come on. Like they're like, hey, like can I come on?
Hey, I'm running for this. Is it cool if I come on?
Or are you reaching out to them?
I reach out to my friends. That's like, I've called you up. Like, I'll call people that I know. I don't call people I don't know. That just kind of, it'll eventually happen.
So the political stage,
They reach
want to
out.
be on. They want to be.
Yeah,
on.
and then they don't
That's
reach
how
out
big
directly.
you are,
They don't
man.
reach out directly. They'll send an email to info@emobrown.com, and it'll send a little email like, hey, such and such, I'm a such and such person
interested in
for
you, yeah, you're fine.
representative this, that, and the other. They would like an opportunity to come on and talk about their new initiative or their new bill that they're trying to pass and this. I'm like, okay. And like, I don't ever do any research on anybody because I'm a weenie like that. I just want to sit down and have a conversation, get to know you. Like, I'll know the topical stuff. Like if something like a mayor comes in, hi, what's up? Man? I know about this. But then I just let them kind of talk. And from there, I'm like, oh,
they're
you
about.
said this. Oh, you said that. What is it about this? Or what is it about that? Why do you do this? Like, the formula is easy, dude. A business owner, let's just say you. Why'd you get involved in real estate? How'd you get involved in street? When did you get involved in real estate? What's your next goal? What do you plan on doing next? And you just kind of follow that format, and you can have a conversation with anybody, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we don't really have a format. I think I would just kind of have a conversation.
Yeah.
Right? Like this, it feels pretty legit. We talked
Yeah.
for an hour already.
It's been an hour?
53 minutes.
Chingao, bro.
Right?
Look at you.
But it's I think it's cool because we have a place where you could, come in and vent and
Yeah.
talk about
Yes.
maybe if you're promoting something,
Yeah. It's good therapy sometimes, just to talk shit out. Like, oh, I got this on my mind. I don't know how to handle it. And
Yeah,
then-
and I think with what we want to do with the podcast, we want to have more business owners on,
Yeah.
what's going on in the community, and what we could do to help, right? we're not just real estate agents trying to sell you a house. We're trying to break that down and like, hey, can we collab on something? Can we do an event together?
Yeah.
Can we do something for the community together? Can we buy some turkeys together?
Can't use it on our patio.
Huh?
You can't go on our patio.
That would hurt, huh?
It is what it is. It is what it is. It would have hurt if they would have charged us to take it down. Like they wanted to like charge us to hire somebody to take it. And my dad and my suegro and a family friend, they came down. They took it down in a day, and that was it.
Else.
And they started making other stuff with the wood and selling it to other people. Like, there you go.
Did they ever finish the upstairs?
It's still a work in progress, bro.
But that's going to be rented out to someone else.
I think it's gonna be business lofts. Yeah.
Maybe we could get the.
There you go. Yeah, that would be sick. That would be sick, man. Yeah, I know he said that they're really close to being finished, like probably imminent within a month, and this was a couple weeks ago.
I think overall, what do you think Third Avenue needs the most?
More food.
Exactly.
More food, bro. Like legit food. And that's not saying that there's not legit food on the block. I just feel like there's
but the problem
more food.
is that all of those buildings, the infrastructure is not in there, right? If you go in to say that one that we talked about, 269, you had to build out a kitchen, right? And that's
You think our building was built out for a brewery, dog? Like, we had to put in plumbing,
hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
right?
so I mean, it's not an easy venture, but it's like, fuck, you better have people in your corner that believe in what you're doing.
And then the time that it takes to get everything to pass.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like with Nacional. I know that he was trying to open for like a year, right? Like they made him put in some crazy tanks in the back.
Bro, opening a small business is no joke, dog.
Like, shouldn't that stuff be more streamlined, especially with knowing what's coming right down the street?
Like, people will always ask me, like, I've had people from like city government come up and ask, what you as a business owner, what would make it easier? It's like, if you guys got your shit together, like if you guys knew and directed us into like down the right channels, like if you guys
like set up a person of contact for each
not
of
even
these
like,
projects.
Oh, you're opening a business. Okay, is it food? Is it this? Oh, okay, cool. Here, this is the packet that you need. Start here, work your way through. It'll tell you who you need to talk to at what step, and depending on what stage you are in the build out or in the process of building, something streamlined in a packet of, here, I want to open a business in Chula Vista. Here you go. When we opened the brewery, dog, and I was like, oh, go to that person. And that person, oh, no, I don't do that. You got to go to that person. It's like, oh, you know
And
what?
that
No,
person doesn't know about that
they're only
person.
here on Tuesdays from 2 to 4. Oh, fuck. So you got to go to that person. We got lucky that the city of Chula Vista really wanted breweries to come to Third Avenue. So they made it a lot more easy. And we had like the dopest point of contact in Scott Donaghy. So Scott Donaghy is he's like a city planner, and he had the foresight of, he's the true mayor of Chula Vista, the true Third Avenue, mayor of Third Avenue. Nah, fuck Willie. That's the true mayor of Third Avenue, bro. Like, this guy had the foresight to get the breweries in there. So Scott Donaghy went out, set it all up. And anytime I had a bail or some sort of drama, like, yo, who do I go to take care of this? Come with me, I'll show you. So it's like, we need somebody like him always there to help be the point man.
But at some point, there's a reason for that, right? Because they don't want everybody to get rich. They don't want everybody to open a restaurant.
Shit.
They want it's barriers to entry, right? And they want the people that are really determined and really of some mental
This is a
capability,
theory you've been
right?
working on, or what's
No,
going
I think
on?
that's just across the board in all aspects of life.
Force
right?
down and rise above mentality, or what?
I mean,
Yeah?
really, like, if you're trying to get to that next level, you gotta figure it out by yourself at some
Oh,
point.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the
Read a
same-
self-help book, dog.
It's the
That's
same.
what I mean.
It's the same thing, like trying to get a refund from an airline or something, right? Like, most people give up because
Yeah.
they just make it too hard,
Yeah.
right? And I'm not saying that that's why they do that, but
Oh, no, you just said that, dog.
that's why they do that. But like, they gotta make some parts of it easier.
Yeah, no, I agree,
or,
man.
Or have programs for food. For restaurants or breweries, they said they wanted breweries to come in. They made it a little bit
Yeah.
easier for people.
And I think they realize that moving forward. So I don't know what the process is now, because I'm done, dog. With the businesses I've
No more businesses.
I'm done. Like, if it is, it's gonna be small and something where it's just like I am the one involved in doing it and completely relying upon myself. You know, like, I am not doing any other brick and mortar projects or any other bars or any restaurants or any
Unless it
brewery.
lands in your lap. Like,
Unless it's
literally.
like, you know, too good to be true. It's a meatball right down the middle, and I can swing for it. But aside from that, I am not actively going to pursue anything. This is enough. I'm done, bro. Like, you know, there's days where I'm like, I wish I just didn't have any of these, and I can just sell them bundle them up, get rid of them, and just move on to the next phase of life.
So you're losing the passion in them.
The passion is always going to be there because my passion initially is for building something, creating something. Yeah, spirit. Something like from nothing, and then taking a step back and watching it.
Is that the hustle that you like? Or
I like the hustle. I like the gathering of everything that's essential to building something, whether it's personnel, whether it's money, whether it's an idea, all those things.
Well, there's plenty of entrepreneurs that build and sell, build and sell because they love that part. They love the building part of it.
No, I'm not that guy because I love the brewery. Like that's us. That is.
You have too much attachment.
Yeah, like that is us. You know, it's the motto is familia, cerveza, música y fiesta. Those are 4 components that legitimately we have put in there. Like my kids help in the mornings when I go in there to take down chairs and stuff like that. I'll take them to the bar and then I'll teach them like how to replace bottles or what I'm doing for inventory. How I'm counting cash. I'm like, yo, give me this bottle. What is it called? Like when they were little, they didn't even know how to read. I said, get this bottle, find it on the shelf of the inventory just by looking at the picture, and they'll get it, and then they'll replace. So now they go.
Life skills.
Yeah, like just not even that. It's just like being a part of it. It's like making their presence relevant in what we're doing as a family. Like we're building these brands. We're building this quote unquote generational wealth. Hopefully, knock on wood. It's fucking better be wood, homie. It looks like it's from IKEA. All right. So it's like it's like I just whatever. As a parent, your job is to teach them and just kind of like download what you know, good or bad, into them. You know, so I feel like I need to do a lot more of that. I need to teach them like, yo, this is how we fucking operate this business. This is how we do this. This is how we operate that. Yeah, this is what you like playing every day in Little League. This is where we get the money to do that for you guys. You know, so it's like I just want to let them know like it all comes from somewhere, and we are in charge of that somewhere. However hard we work, that's how much like we'll be able to put out, you know.
Totally get that, you know, especially the girls being so young. Like now Penelope knows like we're giving the turkeys
that's
out
awesome.
to the people this year, Dad, and like we're gonna go give the niños the toys this
that's
year.
dope,
like,
dog.
She knows it, you know, and she's kind of feeling it, so it's cool to see them learn that.
Yeah.
You think one of your sons is gonna take over what you're doing?
If it's around that long, my middle kid for sure. He's the one that's always by my side. Like he's always like there, just like, Daddy, I'll go with you. I'll go with you. Can I come with you? I'm like, come on.
He has that hustle.
He just I don't know, man. That little fucker really looks up to me. I don't know why, but he really like,
these kids,
yeah, man. He really,
role models they choose.
he really loves me. I'm like, fuck, all right, well, come on, you're coming with me. The other 2 are like in their thing, like they're reading or playing video games or whatever. Oh, I'm here, Dad. I'm this, Dad. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like I'm not gonna force it on them, but like it's here, let's go. But now I feel like I have to. Like, nah.
Do they have passions? The other ones have passions for something else?
The oldest is a smart kid, bro. Like, I don't know where that happened. Wifey's smart. I'm like, okay, I got by. I was not a good student, but I did enough to, like, I was a lazy student. You know, because if I applied myself, I did well in school. I didn't want to fucking apply myself. There was no need. It was middle school and it was high school. But our oldest kid he's sharp. I don't know how smart he is yet because he's still little, but he's very sharp and intelligent. Like, he's been on the honor roll his first 2 semesters in middle school. I'm like, I could have never done that. I told him, if you get 4, dog, I'll get you a phone. You know? So he's like, halfway there, Dad. Halfway there. And I'm like, all right, well, we got 2 more to go, fool. So he's super intelligent. So his passion.
He's going to do it.
He will,
that
dude.
Phone, man.
He will do it, man. So his passion is that. I feel like he has a hunger for knowledge. He loves reading. He loves building Legos. The other day, I'm like, I'm over Legos, Dad. I don't like Legos anymore. I said, what do you like? He's like, I don't know. I'll figure it out, though. So he's about that life. You know, my middle kid, he could give a shit about school. You know, he requires a lot of hands-on. Like, this is what we got to do, and you got to do this. He's just lazy. So I'm like, all right, you're like me. So he hangs out with me, you know, and he's a funny guy, and he's just little shit talker. I'm like, oh, wow, you are like me. So he hangs out with me, and I show him the ropes and teach him this. The little one is just the little one. He's an asshole, dog. He's a demon. He's just always fighting.
Third one?
Yeah,
my
dude.
Second one, man.
Well, if you have another one, the third one will be the one. Yeah, I bet you. Anything you want, dude. The little one, they're fighting for their slice of the pie, or their time alone.
That's how Laurie is right now. Our second one, she's like she's a monster. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You called your daughter a monster? That's fucked up.
She's like Animal from the.
She plays the drums.
But yeah, man, tearing shit apart.
That's awesome.
Man.
Yeah, but it's
cool,
the best.
It's her character. It's crazy how different they all are, right? You know, having kids and then building businesses.
Yeah.
What else? You know.
That's it, man. I don't have time for anything else, bro.
Yeah,
shit.
you don't have time for sleeping. It's crazy.
You make time, brother.
Well, appreciate you having you on. Thank you so much. I know personally, I appreciate you. I've reached out a couple times for different things, and you've been there for me. You know, and we really, you know, like your insight into, you know, what we have going on, and hopefully we can keep growing it.
I'm always available, brother.
Keep growing our collaborations together.
Let's do it.
Get some turkeys for the people.
Turkeys are always welcome.
Right?
Dude, I thought our freezer at the brewery would be able to hold those turkeys.
Man.
Them things melted, bro.
I know.
Them things
Well,
melted
that's the
in
thing,
there.
you need like an actual deep
Yeah,
freezer,
our shit just went to like 35 for the beer, or a little bit
I
less.
think it works for a couple of days.
Yeah. No, not even. Like their day one, it was leaking. I was like, oh shit, these turkeys are melting. We gotta get them sold or get them moved out of here, bro.
Get out of here. Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're here, man. Whatever you guys need. You know?
Thanks for coming on.
For sure.
And thanks for your time. I know the hour of your day is a
Javi, you
precious
need to
hour.
talk more, fool. You have
Yeah,
a,
I'll
you
get
have a
that.
beautiful
You know,
voice.
Mike
You
is
have-
well.
Yeah, he has a great voice.
He has a
right?
beautiful voice,
My
bro.
mic, yeah.
Yeah,
We're gonna get
personality.
We're gonna grab 2 more.
Carlos, you are who you are, dog.
He's still learning.
Nah, but he's doing it, bro. I wish I had a gold watch.
right.
Yeah.
I wish I was 19 again.
Do you really?
I mean, yeah.
$10 million or 19 again? With what you know.
$10 million.
Yeah? Oh, no, fool. I'd probably do 19 again.
I
With
mean,
what
I
you
love
know.
my life right now.
Yeah?
Right? It's amazing.
So do it
I love
again.
what I have.
But with a little, a little more knowledge.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows that your life is gonna stack up the way that it did, right?
Yeah.
Everything happens. My belief, everything happens in life for a reason, right? Everybody crosses each other's paths for a reason, and we're at where we're at because that's where we're supposed to be.
Yeah. Get you. So
Let's end it like that.
it.
Thanks for coming on.
Yes, sir.
Until next week.
Stay connected.
Stay connected.
Oh, shit. The fool.